Good evening, Dr. Pei. Welcome. Today I will be discussing whether I am more drawn to the composers Haydn or Mozart, or Beethoven, Schubert, and Schumann. And today I will also be discussing how I will relate my personality to either classical or romantic ideals. Okay, so first I'd like to discuss how I am more drawn to the Austro-German composers, Beethoven, Schubert, and Schumann, because I've had the most exposure with these composers by far. I am actually a German major, so I remember going over Erlkönig in my class and actually saying the words in German and hearing the music as well. And in these pieces, I really like the steady driving rhythms, and this really creates a form in the piece. And in particular, really, I remember playing part of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony in my wind ensemble class on tuba, and when I was going over whether I liked this composer, that composer, I really took this into account, my personal experience with these different pieces. And I really think that I resonate with these composers because I'm most entertained, and my attention is always grabbed to the music. And I feel like I really am not as drawn to Haydn or Mozart because these pieces seem almost more unpredictable and have large emotional extremes, and I like more of the type of music where it's kind of calm and you expect what's going to come next. So next I will discuss how my personality either relates with the classical ideals or romantic ones. And personally, I think that I align more closely with classical ideals of reasoning and balance and form and structure. And I'm kind of the type A personality, where I like structure and I like organization. And I'm one of those types of people that like to cross things off a list. And I really thrive in structure because I am so busy most of the time. And I'm a very forgetful person, so if I don't jot down notes and kind of have the system to my own self, then I get lost in the details. And in conclusion, I prefer works from Schumann and Schubert and Beethoven better than the works of Mozart and Haydn because I like this predictability that I tend to hear and structure and form in the classical or late classical, early romantic composers. And I also heavily align with the classical ideals. And I like this music that is, coming out of the late classical era. So thank you for listening to my speech. Have a great night.